Hi there, it's Liz Yule from Old Stables Crafts again. I thought I would bring you a quick series of projects that feature Celebration items. As you know, well you should by now, the Celebration promotion finishes on the 31st of March, which is only a few days away. So if you have yet to get your Celebration items, it really is, we're in lastminute.com area. So I thought I would just, as I say, bring you some projects that highlight some of the items. So today I am using, well, this is the card that I've made. I'm going to make a slightly different version of this, but using basically the same products and the same associated bits and pieces. So this is using the designer series paper inside the lines from the original Celebration catalogue. This is 12 sheets of three each of four designs, and it is black and white for you to colour in. What I've done here is I've also used, as well as this, I have used the ribbon, which is this. It's the metallic ribbon combo, which comes in white and silver or gold and vanilla, very vanilla, or indeed the other way around. So what I've done here, the inside the lines paper coordinates with the Dragonfly bundle. So the Dragonfly Dreams and Detailed Dragonfly Thinlets, that's not easy to say at a rush. They come as a bundle, which is my trusty little aid memoir here, £42.25. So actually only a very small amount off the qualifying order or qualifying order amount for Celebration, which is £45 plus postage and packing. So if you got the bundle, although I'm not going to be using the stamp set in this project, if you were to get the bundle, and I really encourage you to do so, then £42.25, another item for £2.75 or more, and you've got your qualifying order. So then you could choose either the inside the lines paper or the metallic ribbon. So anyway, what I am going to do this time, and you may be wondering why I've also got the second edition Celebration leaflet, and what I'm going to do this time is just change up how I've made the project a little bit. What I did here was using the Thinlet dies. One of the Dragonfly detail dies is actually a bumblebee, and that goes with these two stamps, which is two-step stamping. So what I did is I cut this in black and then interlaid I cut it in black and crushed curry, and then interlaid the pieces into, for the body, into the black die cut using the crushed curry. That really is something approaching English, but not very much. And then I coloured the image in crushed curry, and then here I've got, you may not be able to see, I used a little bit of smoky slate, which I watered down with Wink of Stella, just to get that nice little sheen. Anyway, let's get started. On the basis that I want these to be reasonably quick projects for you to see, I have done some, for those of you in the UK, some Blue Peter. So I have done some, here's some I've prepared earlier. I'll pop that to one side, but here is some that I've prepared earlier. I'm changing the colourway a bit. I am using mint macaron for my card base, and that's a standard A4 piece of paper cut in half, scored down the centre at 4 1/8 inches. Sorry, I'm an imperial girl, so anyway, it's scored down the middle. Don't worry about measurements, they will all be on the associated blog post, which as ever is down there. So, mint macaron, basic grey. Gosh, it's sad, isn't it? Basic grey, which I have cut a dragonfly out of. So this is my mat, but no one's going to see that bit, so I've cut the dragonfly out of there. What I have then done is cover the back with dimensionals, which is what I did for the body of the bumblebee. So I've got the sticky side obviously now up, so you'll see what I'll be doing with that in a minute. A piece of the Inside the Lines Designer Series paper with the Dragonfly on it, and then this time I'm using the white and silver. So let's do the quick easy bit first, which is to pop all of the layers together. This is not going to be one of those ones that you can put through the post without paying extra stamps, I'm afraid, for extra stamps. The Designer Series paper, I better write that down really, haven't I? I've very cleverly written the dimensions on the back of the paper. So it's 5.5 by 3 3/4, which is 14 by 9.5 centimetres. But as I say, that will be on the associated blog post, assuming I've remembered what they are. Which, as I say, writing them on the back of the piece of paper you're then going to stick down possibly wasn't one of my more sensible ideas. Just a bit of snail, and then popping this down on here. And I've just put snail around the outside, so I'm avoiding this bit in the middle. Then I am going to bring in the fast fuse because I want the ribbon to go across here, and I think it's just easier to attach that with a bit of fast fuse at either end. And then let's just put it, if I line that up with the inch, I'm putting this on an inch mark so that I can then run this round the back, or front indeed, pop this on the inch mark again, and then I know that if I pull that so that it's taut, that will be straight. And indeed, there it is. I'm then going to pop some dimensionals on the back, and this is why I say it will not be post-friendly, I'm sorry. But, you know, sometimes you just need to bite the bullet and have a really luscious card. Maybe this is one that you deliver by hand. I always think it's quite nice to, you know, pop around and see someone when you're thinking about them and preparing a card for them. That way, they really do appreciate that that you've made the effort to do something for them. So, you know, I think that's just nice. Right, okay. So let's pop this down on the front. Now I haven't forgotten, so I need to colour this in. I'm going to bring in my mint macaron ink pad, and I've already got some ink in the lid, and a wink of Stella, give it a shake, and then I'm just going to pick up a bit of this. I'm basically using this as an aqua painter, but rather than having it full strength mint macaron, I'm going for a slightly watered down version by using, as I say, the wink of Stella to slacken the ink a bit. It basically just works like an aqua painter. It's just you're using wink of Stella instead, which means you automatically get some lovely shiny bits. You do need to just then make sure you have wiped your wink of Stella so that you don't then have mint macaron where you don't want it. So that's that done. Get rid of that. That's actually the only inking that we're going to be doing. Now, this is the bit where I'm probably, you know, should have thought about this a bit better. However, I've cut using the mint macaron glimmer paper from Celebration. I've cut the same dragonfly, and I'm just going to line that up, and then with my pokey tool I am going to push the pieces onto the dimensionals that are sitting underneath. This may work, it may be a complete disaster. We are about to find out. If it's a complete disaster, then we will work it out. But this struck me as being the quick way of transferring teeny weeny bits that otherwise would be waste into a dragonfly. So, as I say, it's either going to work or it's going to be a total disaster. Not a total disaster. Some of these are lined up better than others. So let me just, so one wing is great and the other wing is less so. So I think the real question we need to ask ourselves whilst I'm sorting this out is, have we all enjoyed Celebration? I know I have. I've welcomed some new team members, which is really exciting. They've made the most of the extra stamp sets that they got along with their starter kit. And those were ones that they wanted. They weren't ones that were forced upon them. And they were full price ones. They weren't Celebration ones, so they were full price ones, and I know some of them have really made the most of it, and I know that a couple of them have got, as a result of the stamp sets that they've chosen, they have managed to get well over £200 of product for their £90. So that is just brilliant, and I'm delighted for them. I will work out where that goes in a minute. This one I think goes just, oops, okay, let's see if I've got some tacky on the back of my, I have. That I think goes there. Ooh, it would if I could get it in. And I know a lot of my customers have benefited from lots of Celebration items. I have got a little stash of, well actually not so little stash, of the tins, which as I'm recording this, I know in the US have sold out. Sorry, it was probably me. Except we don't get the stock from the US, we get ours from Germany, so maybe not me. Yeah, so I've got lots of tins waiting to use as customer gifts and things like that. So that'll be nice. Right, that goes there. And of course, as a demonstrator, I also get the benefit of being able to purchase Celebration, or not purchase because they're free, but being able to get Celebration items with my orders. So yeah, as I say, I've got loads of tins. I think it's been a particularly wonderful celebration. I certainly have been celebrating. So yeah, there should be a piece in there. Oh, there it is. Yeah, what I probably should have done is made this as my sample and then filmed doing the bee. But, you know, you now get to see just how amazing this is and how actually it's not that difficult. It's a little tricky, particularly on camera, I accept. Yeah. So there we are. Those are now all pretty much lined up. So, let's move that one a little bit. Perfect. And, of course, the bonus is I now have, to use on another project, a mint macaron dragonfly. So, yay. Right, okay, so we actually are nearly there. Because all I've got to do now is, and I will actually use my pokey tool I think for this, oh maybe I won't, maybe easier not to. I've obviously cut the dimensionals so that they will cover most of the holes. Well, they'll cover all of the holes and most of all of the holes because I needed that stick. The other way you could do this, I guess, what is the other way you could do this? Well, I don't actually think there is one. So yeah, if you want to do this, it's dimensionals. But I just love this look. I think it's just really special. So yeah, there we go. So that actually is quite a simple little project. It's just, as I say, a little fiddly. There's the original. And obviously just changing the colours and changing the supplies a bit, totally different project. So there we go. One of my mini series of Don't Forget Celebration. The other thing not to forget is if you are, well, when you shop on my online store, I would love to have you as a customer. I really look after my customers well. If you spend more than £25 on my online store and use the hostess code of the month, which until the end of Celebration is UCCUKJFE, and that is on my blog, so you can pick it up there. If you use this and your order is over £25, but under 150, you automatically become a member of my VIP rewards group. So as well as getting a share of stamping rewards, you also get an extra newsletter, free projects that won't be anywhere else, all sorts of lovely bits and pieces. I always send a handmade card to anyone who orders from me, whether they order online or in person. But if you order online, in addition to your card and your rewards, you will also get a personal gift from me as well. If you're spending over £150, please don't use this code because you'll get your own stamping rewards. But if you're spending over £150, if you go to £200, you get an extra £20 of rewards anyway during Celebration, so bear that in mind. And also, if you'd like to join my team, or you're thinking of joining Stampin' Up, please do join my team. Again, I've got lots of lovely gifts that I send my new team members, and we've got a Facebook page and all that good stuff. So yes, pretty much wherever you are in the UK, I would love to have you in my team. So I hope you enjoyed that project. I hope it's given you a bit of a temptation of where to go for your final Celebration items, and I will see you again very soon. If you've enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe. At the point where I'm recording this, I'm very close to 500 subscribers, and when I get to 500 subscribers, I will be doing a free giveaway. So if you want to be part of that, so that you know when that goes live, do subscribe. And as I say, all the measurements and what have you are in the link below, which goes straight to my to the associated blog post. There's also a link to joining my team and my online store. I hope to see you very soon. Take care until then. All the best. Bye.